Joe, she's a Muslim American, a liberal, and an immigrant, and she voted for Donald Trump. That woman joins us live to explain why next.
All right, some Muslim leaders are expressing concern over the election results.
I'm concerned about a candidate who is now going to be president, who said on the campaign trail that he wants to ban all Muslims en masse just because they're Muslim. This election cycle was as much about race as anything else.
Just to note, that's the executive director of CARE, which is the arm of the Muslim Brotherhood here in the United States. But one Muslim woman is defying that notion. Her Washington Post essay saying, and I quote, "I'm a Muslim, a woman, and an immigrant. I voted for Trump." And that article has gone viral. Here with us this morning is co-founder of the Muslim Reform Movement and author of Standing Along, an American woman's struggle for the soul of Islam. Asra Nomani joins us now. Asra, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
So what do you make of the reaction of Muslim groups, and why yourself did you step out and say, I'm a liberal, I'm a Muslim, and I'm voting for Trump?
Well, I'm also a mother, and I sat at Stripside yesterday with my son here in Milwaukee at a fencing tournament, and he had some fear, he had some tension, and I sat there and I told him, sit up straight, take a deep breath, and release your fears. And I found it so interesting that Oprah told this to the country, and she is being trashed. I just sent her my love because I do believe that we all have to stop and see the humanity in each other. I have policy problems with the Obama administration. As a Muslim, I believe that the left has sadly lost our fight against the Islamic State by refusing to talk about the Islam in Islamic State. As a single mother, I don't have health care insurance. I have not had any help on my mortgage refinancing under the 8 years that we've had under the Democratic administration. And I believe that we need serious policy change. And I'll tell you finally, the thing that I could not take anymore as a liberal was the dehumanizing of those who dare to support Trump. Ultimately, I felt that it's a betrayal of liberal values. I literally wear a heart over my chest right now because I do believe that we have to take a deep breath, see the humanity in each other, and what is it that we're seeing out in the streets right now? We're seeing an extension of the protest vote that is paid and funded by the same people who wanted Hillary Clinton elected.
No, there's a lot of evidence of that.
Exactly what.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, that's what the
Asra, you were one of, there's a lot of talk of this silent Trump voter, and you call yourself one of those. But you've come out now publicly, written this article saying, here's why I backed him. What's the reaction been to you?
Well, as you can tell, I don't have horns on my head, right? But nonetheless, I am now being chastised as a traitor to my own liberals, as an idiot, names that I can't even repeat on air. I've had my own fellow Muslims tell me that they hope Allah will send me to the gates of hell. But, you know, none of that matters to me because I'm getting more responses than in my 30 years in journalism from people who are saying thank you, because they too are fed up of the polarization. And so what I hope is that my friends on the left will come to the middle, and I would gently urge my friends on the right to also come to the middle so that we can walk on the middle path.
No, Asra, I mean, the critics of President-elect Trump have said that he's Islamophobic. He wants to ban all Muslims from this country. What would you say to them about Trump's stance against radical Islam and Islam generally?
Well, you know, we've had this liberal honor brigade that has emerged over the last 8 years, and they want to silence anybody who has a dissenting opinion with trash talk like calling them bigots, racists, Islamophobes. This is a movement that is also supported by the governments of Qatar and Saudi Arabia. They don't want us to talk about the real issue, which is the extremism that they export to the world. And so I know that Donald Trump is not Islamophobic. He is not racist. He is not a bigot. He is indelicate. He is insensitive at times with what he says, and his proposals are tough, but they reflect a reality of concern that people have about an issue that is killing people from Orlando to Paris.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and the anniversary of those Paris attacks is upon us. What do you say, just very briefly, to those who say, but I'm literally afraid, I'm scared, we hear protesters saying, I don't know what to do. What's your message to them?
Well, I say that exactly the same thing that I said to my son there, standing ready to overcome his own fears. Take that breath, walk let it flow through your body and emerge as a transcendent overcoming of fear. Fear is what we make it, and we can overcome it if we also make an intention to overcome it. And so that's what I would wish, because love can overcome fear.
Well, Asra Nomani, thank you for your message this morning. Certainly sounds similar to what we heard from Oprah. Take a deep breath and drive on. So thank you very much.
Little did you know that you'd be fans of Oprah, did you? But here we are today.
Interesting bedfellows that politics makes, no doubt. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's humanity. It's humanity.
That's right. That's right. Have a great day. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.